Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Horror Corner. I'm your host, Sean Patrick Urshan. This week we are doing another tag video. This is the Terror Tag, and it was created by the CollectorMan. And I was tagged by Anthropomantic Fiend, so thank you for tagging me. Definitely check out both YouTubers. I will have the link to their channels in the description below. Definitely subscribe to their channels. Great guys. Yeah. So, before we get started, I just want to say, I've noticed that a certain ghost has reared his ugly face once again. I'm talking to you, Dark Fate. So, you think you're going to take me? You think you're going to take possession of my soul once again? Forever this time? Think again. Because I'm taking you down to hell forever this time. Mark my words, Dark Fate. You will exist no more on this earth. You will only exist down there. Okay, let's get to the tag. This is the Terror Tag by the CollectorMan. Your favorite 80s slasher. Now, for me, it's actually going to be a sequel, and that is going to be my favorite horror sequel of all time, and that is Halloween 2. More of the Night He Came Home. Absolutely love Halloween 2. You guys know that if you know my channel at all. And this is a cool one. If you could recommend a horror film made before 1960, what would it be and why? So I am going to echo the sentiments of Anthropomantic Fiend, and that is Dracula's Daughter, which I have as part of this collection here. Absolutely criminally underrated. Sequel to the original Dracula from 1931, starring Bela Lugosi, the Universal Monsters classic. Now, this is easily, to me, the most underrated of the Universal Monster films. I just think it's an excellent sequel. I love Gloria Holden's performance as the Countess Maria Zaleska. It's just haunting. It's a very gothic film. And like Anthropomantic Fiend said, I love how she's kind of a sympathetic character. She's kind of a reluctant vampire, and I like that, you know. She actually just wants to die. She wants to be rid of the curse of being a vampire, and I like that, you know. We didn't see that in the original Dracula. Yeah. So that's my answer for that. Number 3, if you could retool any sequel in a horror franchise, which one and why? I'm going to say 2, actually. The first one being the obvious, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Or Jason Takes a Boat to Manhattan. So, yeah, I would retool that film, because it's easily one of the weakest in the franchise, in my opinion. Yeah. I would have it take place in New York the entire time. Maybe it doesn't have to be New York City until, like, the final act, maybe. But have him come out in Brooklyn and, you know, spend some time in the Bronx. Maybe on Coney Island. You could terrorize Coney Island, the amusement park. Smash the Cyclone or somebody, something like that. That'd be awesome, man. See Jason running rampant through a crazy amusement park in the city, you know. That'd be awesome. My next choice would be the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface. I was very, very disappointed with that film. I know a lot of people like it, but I did not like it. I love a film which a lot of people don't like, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Or at least it's kind of polarizing. People either love it or hate it. I absolutely loved it. And I wanted to see the true sequel to Part 2. So that's what I would make Part 3. The actual sequel to Part 2. Not a completely different movie with a completely different family and all that. I want to see Chop Top make his return. I would think Drayton Sawyer probably didn't survive the explosion in the underground layer of the family, but who's to say that Chop Top didn't survive? You know, we didn't see his body, you know. We didn't see Leatherface's body, you know. Yeah, sure, he got messed up with the chainsaw from Lefty, but I want to see Stretch come back, you know, and you don't have to have Dennis Hopper come back. I'm sure he died in the explosion, but you could definitely have Stretch come back. I'm sure Caroline Williams wanted to play her again. I know she would. And, yeah, bring Leatherface back, Chop Top back, and, yeah, have a true sequel to Part 2. Number 4, who is your favorite final girl? I mean, come on. Of course, it's going to be the lovely Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode in the Halloween franchise, especially the original Halloween. Just the definition of a final girl to me. I think in the original film, I like how she's just the girl next door. She's just a normal girl, you know, very good girl, pure of heart, you know, and she's terrorized by this madman, you know. She doesn't know what to do at first, but she rises to the occasion, you know. She does what she has to do to survive against this madman. And she just does a fantastic job, as she does in all the sequels as well. Halloween 2, no exception. Halloween H2O. Halloween Resurrection. Even in that first little 10 minutes there, she did a good job. And obviously Halloween 2018. So number 5, favorite John Carpenter theme music. It's got to be Halloween. Come on. I know I want to say something different just to be edgy or whatever, but come on. It's going to be Halloween. It's an absolutely brilliant score. To be honest, I actually prefer what they did in Halloween 2, but really that was just playing off the original soundtrack. It was kind of an amped up version of what John Carpenter did in the original, and kind of Alan Howarth came in and kind of amped it up a little bit. Yeah, it's got to be Halloween for me. It's just absolutely iconic. Everybody in the world knows that theme music. It's just unforgettable. Number 6, Kevin Bacon may be the next Freddy Krueger. This guy right here. Is this a good idea? If not, who would you cast? Well, I have mixed feelings about that. I honestly don't want to see another Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I wanted another Nightmare on Elm Street, like a final Elm Street film with Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. But if they have to do another one, if they have to do another reboot, remake, whatever, then I think Kevin Bacon would be a good choice. I think he's a great actor. I like a lot of his movies, and he's shown a lot of versatility in his career. You know, he's played a lot of different kind of roles, and he's played some really good villains, like the guy in The River Wild, for example. So he definitely can be a good bad guy. So, yeah, I'm willing to give him a chance, you know, absolutely. So that's it for the terror tag from the CollectorMan. So I am going to tag Adam Paul Beaumont, Rusting Willpower, Andy's Entertainment Corner, H&S Collectibles, and Boogeyman Ben. If you want to do this tag, definitely check it out, give it a shot. And thank you for joining me, Sean Patrick Urshan, in the Horror Corner. Tune in and stay scared.